Woohoo! Okay.
We are back.
Round 22.
Yeah,
And today is
22.
the 22nd.
And it's kind of maybe going to snow today also, so that's a
Do
little
you remember where you were
on the scary
Tuesday
side.
4 years ago? We called it Tuesday, and I have a picture. So it was 2/22/2022
Oh, yeah.
on a Tuesday.
Yeah.
And so I have a picture of me in school, and we took down the clock because the teacher, she was kind of a pushover. Much love to her.
Yeah.
But we got a picture perfectly when the clock said 2:22 at the seconds 22, and it was Tuesday. It was beautiful. 2 is a great month.
Yeah.
I would
have been a sophomore when that happened. I'm guessing you would have been a senior?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay.
Yes.
That would make sense. Because for some reason you're older than me.
I feel like I watched so many movies, but we'll get back into this.
We'll yap about it a little bit. But first off, you always bring something in to flaunt about how cool it is. So I brought something.
Oh, thank
And
goodness.
if you're an audio listener, screw you. No, I'm sorry.
That's
But I got a poster
Oppenheimer.
for the 20th anniversary of Revenge of the Sith because I saw this in the theater last year.
It is beautiful.
It was great. This was not like the actual theater poster. I was just on eBay. I'm like, you know what? I want to get this and frame it. It's gonna hang up somewhere, probably not in the background.
You should put it on your white screen and just have it there.
That's a
on your
really smart idea.
A lot of people might be like, Micah, why are you so red? I was in Florida for this weekend, and I'm running on minimum energy, barely any sleep. I had 4 cookies, and Florida was a blast. Can't wait to go back there again. So much fun. Got a lot of sun, obviously, and I watched a fair amount of movies, so I'm excited. I am kind of offended because you texted me, hey, I'm going to watch Coffee Town tonight. And I kept checking Letterboxd thinking, maybe he'll have it. Maybe he'll finally have reviewed it.
I never texted you about it.
You said I'm going to watch it tonight.
But
Yeah.
I pulled it up on the Xbox on a very legal site, and it would not load, no matter what. So I was like, you know what? I'm just going to try it another night.
That's fair.
And that's why, because I'm not renting it. I'm not spending money to watch it.
I understand.
But that's the only way I can watch it, is either renting or F movies,
I just wanted to resolve that.
Yeah.
But see,
I made you watch Crazy Stupid Love, and I was like, I'll watch Coffee Town then.
Right. That was kind of the transaction we had.
Yep.
But I held up my part and you didn't hold up yours. But I get it. You're a busy man. You got a lot of movies on the wall. You're doing a lot of stuff. I mean, you're always hanging out with friends and girls and.
Whoa. Also, we got a review for the pod.
Oh.
Saying that it's not good.
Oh, who said that?
Yeah. So, I think this will be our last episode. We're giving up. We're not doing any more. I guess just one negative review is just going to stop us from ever doing anything like this again. It's a joke. We're staying.
You couldn't
we're staying
stop us even if you sued us.
Nothing can stop us. You can take away this table. It's staying. I don't care. We are staying here. You can take away the beautiful KFC sign. We are staying here.
We're staying.
It's great.
We're here to stay.
We are here to stay. I don't care if we got 0 views. This is fun time. It makes me lock in when I watch movies. It's fun.
The thing I've noticed about since starting this podcast is now I feel locked in with movies. Before, I would watch TV shows or anime and just kind of whatever. But now I feel like there's a purpose to the things I'm watching, and I'm constantly being introduced to movies by you, and you're like, you should watch this, and most of them have panned out pretty well.
Which
I'd
ones?
say all of them.
Wait, I want to know what was your least favorite that I've recommended you?
I don't even know.
The first recommendation I gave you was
Magnolia.
Which we'll dive into later this year. Very hyped.
The Shining, didn't care much for.
Yeah, but also that was kind of it's an IMAX. I feel like we should just go and see it. I wasn't like, yo, we should watch it.
Yeah.
I think the only reason that came up is because of 2001.
I was just about to say 2001. It's kind of.
Yeah, very
all right.
peculiar.
Peculiar.
Yeah. That's what I said.
What else have you introduced me to? I'm scrolling back through all of my movies.
Blade Runner? No. Fantastic Mr. Fox, which we're talking about today.
I'd say Mickey
Parasite.
17 was kind of a.
I did not tell you to
influence
watch
by
that.
Huh?
Do not say I told you to watch that. Just because at Parasite, that's one I told you to watch.
I feel like so that's the thing. I don't really waste my time watching bad movies necessarily. You know what I mean?
It is just isn't fun, you know.
Right. Which I feel like that's on me. Like I want to watch bad movies. I want to do a movie where we both hate it and we just tear it apart on the podcast because all we've been doing has been going through like iconic, notable films. But we should like watch like one of the worst. Well, we could watch Master of Disguise. Isn't that the lowest on?
I'm not watching that
IMDb?
again.
I know. I watched that as a kid, and I was like this.
I thought I liked it as a kid. I don't know. I mean, as a kid, you like any movie.
Yeah.
If a kid doesn't like a movie, you know it's bad.
Yeah.
Then
Also, I'm drinking a Coke because
Sorry.
I need sugar. But that's the only thing that my Pookie was. He doesn't have Dr. Pepper, but that's okay.
Well,
yeah.
Shout out to my dad, not me, because my dad's the one that has the Coke stacked up at all times.
W.
This Coke, not
Cocaine,
yeah.
not Babylon cocaine.
Not the white chowder.
Right.
Anyway,
I feel like we do a lot of banter, but people are probably like, well, people are not watching this anymore because it's past the 30-second mark, so they've already clicked off.
Yep.
But today we're gonna talk about a movie
that we both
like.
That was actually that was sweet.
You do it.
No.
Okay.
Nope.
Thank you. I've been practicing.
Really?
The whole plane ride, I was just like.
Whoever was sitting next to you was probably wanting to punch you.
I was in the middle seat actually.
Oh. That's why you're tired. Middle
I'm
seat?
always tired. Yeah.
Who were was it strangers or were just buddies?
Oh, strangers. There's a larger female in the seat to the right, but she was fine. She just had like her headphones. She was watching the Olympic hockey game, and I was like peering over every once in a while. I was like, USA, which we'll get into because I watched Miracle last night.
Mm-hmm.
Have you watched Miracle?
Yep.
That does seem like a you movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, Kurt Russell. That's
Kurt
why.
Russell is the.
I watched it only a couple months ago.
Yeah, no kidding.
Yeah.
I feel like it's so relevant because of the Olympics, and like we didn't even time that. But I was staying with a friend in Florida, and we'll talk about this more when we dive into the movies. But he's like, yeah, Kurt Russell. He played Chris Pratt's dad in Guardians of the Galaxies 2, and I did like a mental like,
Yeah.
what? That was him?
Yeah.
Great movie, goated movie. Love that movie.
Yeah, but still the worst out of the trilogy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the best?
Third one, in my opinion, is the best one.
I've heard the third one. I feel like the first one. I would take the second one over the first one, in my opinion.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
That's.
But it's been so long since I've seen them, and Marvel. I don't care, but I mean Chris Pratt, he's goated.
For a bit because he's been in some dookie recently.
True.
I mean Mercy,
which neither of us have seen, so we can't really talk about.
Yeah, I did want to watch it. I don't know if I want to still. Yeah.
Have you seen the new Super Mario Bros. Movie?
It's coming out next month.
Not the
Wait, no, 2
Galaxy
months.
one.
Like the 23 one. Yes, I have seen that one.
Okay,
Yeah.
I need to watch that because it has Charlie Day in it, and I haven't watched it yet.
It's a fun one.
I've
definitely.
heard like been a good adaptation, so we should do an episode on that. What movie did I just see that was in the box office that I was like, I might go see that?
No, it's bad when the mic is picking up your little
Typing.
I mean, I can hear. I don't know if it's gonna even pick up. But I guess
There was
we'll
one
see.
that I was like, Project Hail Mary. I might go see that.
Yeah.
I might go see that.
Yep. I'll see it with you.
Okay.
You want to see an IMAX?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ryan Gosling on the big screen.
Mm-hmm.
Sign me up.
I watched like a 30-minute video talking about formats and like 4K and the IMAX are like legit and stuff, and it was like mind blowing. It was really cool, like hearing like it like really depends on the type of stuff that you can like restore or not. Because if you're filming it digitally, you can't really restore it. Like if it's filmed in a 2K format, which is just 1080p standard, it can never really be 4K.
Right.
And Lord of the Rings was filmed 2K, so it's like
They'd have to literally reshoot everything to be able to put it in that kind of format.
In ways, yeah. It's just crazy stuff like that.
Right.
But we are here for a different movie.
I mean, it is such like I mean, Nope was the first horror movie shot in IMAX, but it's like that movie. I don't even think it barely passed its budget, but that's during COVID. But it's like you have to balance that out almost. Like, oh, if you want to shoot it in IMAX, that's gonna definitely increase the cost. And
Nope
the
was the
time.
first IMAX.
Horror movie shot. Yeah.
I feel like wouldn't
Nope was the first horror movie shot in IMAX. And you know what I wanted to say, and I never got to bring it up.
Oh, about Nope.
In Babylon, you know
Oh.
how they have that whole thing where they're talking about the first animated running horse?
Yeah.
That's in Babylon.
Yeah.
Like the little thing.
Yep,
And I was like,
yep.
I know that because of Jordan Peele. So thank you, Jordan Peele.
Yeah. I really wish we watched that together though, because we watched Get Out.
Oh,
And-
yeah.
And then I just looked on Letterboxd. We watched Nope one day. I'm like, dang it! So I want to watch it
Great
again.
movie. I should rewatch that because that is such a fun
I have
film.
4K, and there's a 50-minute documentary on how they made it, which I also watched.
I believe it.
Just
You love
it's
that
good.
movie.
Yeah, love it.
Luke, what did you watch this week?
We're getting to it. Where's my phone? It's always in my pocket. I'm sorry. That take too long. Just got a yap for the viewers because
I look like a raccoon.
yeah.
Like a little. Well, I like my eye like crinkle. I have like crinkle lines,
Yeah.
like when I smile,
Yeah.
and it's like I like how they're not burnt. You can see like the, you know what I'm talking about. Yeah, that's.
Smile and nod, as the famous man once said. So,
I'm schizophrenic, guys. I'm coming out as schizophrenic.
no one's here. No.
I hear the voices.
So I
Voices on the
watched.
wall.
So I first got. There's a director I want to get into called Spike Lee. So I got 7 of his movies. He's very in the. I don't really even know how to explain him, to be honest. But he's made a lot of bangers. He made Black Klansman, which I love. But I watched like his biggest hit, which is a Criterion. I just don't have it, and that's Do the Right Thing,
Mm-hmm.
which it's just one day, and it's really hot, and like it's just a bunch of random people kind of like doing stuff, and like tensions start rising with this one shop, and like there's some idiots in it that are like, oh, you should like, there's like a Hall of Fame, and it's only Italian people. Why can't you put some black people up there?
Mm.
And they're like, it's Italian people, like, just wouldn't really fit. Which is understandable, but like it kind of just keeps escalating, and then like the climax is like awful. Like it's just like a big out fight, and like it's just, it's just criminal activity and all that. But really interesting to see.
Hmm.
Yeah, I mean most of the movies in that type of genre, I gave them all the same rating of 3.5, because they're not like my favorite, but they're still good in ways. I watched the classic Jim Carrey movie because I've never seen it, and that is Ace Ventura, Pet Detective.
Great movie.
I was talking with a coworker who's talking about how great it is. I'm like, you know what? I'll watch it. I'm surprised that a lot of the clips of it I've already seen.
Yeah,
It's very iconic in ways.
it's a little cringe at points.
Yeah.
Like when he's like the whole sex scene or whatever. Or is that the second one?
Why am I blanking?
Okay, never mind. Never mind. I think it's the first one.
Guess I forgot.
I have a question for you.
Oh no.
Do you think you'll ever watch all the movies on your shelf before you buy more?
No.
Do you think you should?
I don't know, because it's fun looking and being like, ooh, maybe today's the day I watch this. I guess it just, I don't know, it just depends.
I get that actually.
Because there's some things I just buy that I just haven't seen. I mean, like, I really want to get to Barry Lyndon, but I want to be in the right mood for it. But
That's a good point. That's
Yeah.
a very good point.
but like
Did you have a big Marvel phase? Because I see all your Marvel.
I
films.
get them over time slowly, because I go to a video game store
Yeah.
like down the street some, and they'd have the buy two get one free.
Mm.
So I get there and I'll be like, oh, they got Black Panther, let me pick that up, and then like I'll get like 2 more. But it's like just about all the Marvel movies I have, I got them all there.
Gotcha.
Just because buy 2 get 1 free.
And
It just works
yeah,
out.
It'd be a cool
And
thing to
it's
have in
all
the
the good
collection.
ones too. Like I'm not wasting my money on Thor: The Dark World
Sure.
or Iron Man 3. I mean, I actually might buy that. I might buy that.
Whoa.
It's been a while. It's been a while. I've only ever seen it once. Calm down.
Iron Man 3. It's better than the second one.
I have a second one.
You have the second one, not the third one. You're ridiculous.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Ridiculous. You
And
don't like the third one? That's insane.
And the other thing is, a lot of people like organizing their stuff with
Sure.
like, what it is like Thor, Dark World, Thor Ragnarok. I don't do that. I have them organized by release, so then you just watch them in order. Yeah, because I have it: Incredible Hulk, Iron Man 2, Thor, Captain America, Avengers, Captain America, Avengers, Civil War, Guardians 2, Spider-Man, Homecoming, Black Panther, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame, No Way Home, Fantastic Four.
You need to watch the Daredevil movie.
No, I'm good. I'm gonna watch Ghost Rider now.
Ghost Rider. I watched that.
And 2 days ago, I watched Crime 101.
Crime 101.
New release. I need to get back in the game. I gotta watch everything that's coming out. Bone Temple is streaming, so I'll watch that at some point. Not
Nice.
streaming, I can rent it. But Crime 101, classic heist movie. A lot of stuff going on at different points. They all interact with each other. Really good performances by Ruffalo and Hemsworth. Don't really have too many notes. The ending was very cheesy, Hallmark movie type thing.
Gotcha.
But I think you like it if you watch it. Very fun vibes throughout. There's also like a little like romance sprinkled in there, but it's
Gross.
like it's beautiful. Let me tell you.
Gross. It's
But-
funny because every time I listen to our podcast, I'm like, oh, I should rewatch Watchmen. I'm like, I miss that, man. I want to watch that again.
I need a
It's like
director's
3.5 hours. That's like, it's a tall order.
I need a final cut. So I have the directors, but I mean I'll probably just watch the directors at some point because
Yeah.
just what I have.
It's beautiful.
Yeah.
I keep thinking about it. It's splendid.
hmm
Phenomenal, even.
And then yesterday, I watched Invisible Man with the cousins.
Mm-hmm.
Fun time. They didn't like the ending, sadly, but still gave it 4.5. Still a really fun vibe. What about you, Micah? Because you watch a lot of movies that I have not seen,
I watched Crazy Stupid Love.
which I told you to watch. What
Yeah.
do you think of it?
I enjoyed it. It was enjoyable.
That's it.
I feel like every time I say it was good. No. Ryan Gosling is okay. If you haven't watched this movie, go watch it because we might get into spoilers.
We will.
Steve Carell jumps out of a car. Steve Carell jumps out of a car when his wife is like, "We can't do this anymore." So he's like, "All right, just shut up, or I'm gonna jump out of my car." So he does. He jumps out of the car. His life is kind of on the rocks. His kids are pretty cool. Joey King, she plays his youngest daughter, which I thought was so cool because I like saw her and I was like, "Is that Joey King? That's got to be Joey King." Everyone's favorite character from The Kissing Booth, which I've never seen, but she's in Bullet Train and
You've never seen Kissing Booth?
No, she's in.
Have you seen the second one?
No, she's in.
Have you seen the third one?
There's not a third one.
There's a third one.
Have you seen them?
No. Why would I do that?
I don't know. Joey King, she's probably in other stuff. She was in that movie I watched, Going in Style, with Michael Caine and Morgan Freeman, where the old people are robbing the bank. So I thought it was cool to see her. Like, oh, I know who that is. The high school. Okay.
There's her Kissing Booth.
Great.
So get wrecked. I know my ball.
You've never seen any of them. I thought it was funny. The whole babysitter who's in love with Steve Carell. I thought that bit was just so funny. Kind of wild.
Really wild.
Kind of wild. But yeah. I mean, there was like a bunch of different layers, but it wasn't like hard to follow at all. I think one of the greatest twists, and here's where the plot twist, and spoilers, is that Emma Stone falls in love with Ryan Gosling's character, and they're both. I think the chemistry they have is just so beautiful because they're just like laughing in bed. Yeah. He's like, "I have a massage chair. I've used it twice." So they like go.
And it cuts to her in it. She's like, "This is so dumb."
Yeah.
So yeah.
It's like I don't know why I have it. But her being Steve Carell's oldest daughter, and then they're coming, and then that whole scene when they're back in the backyard and everything's just going crazy. Everyone's starting to yell at each other, and then just cuts and the cop is like, "Hey, you guys can't be doing this anymore." But that was really funny. Like the high schooler's dad comes, just gonna beat the crap out of Steve Carell because she took photos of herself.
Yeah.
Yeah. But
doing that back, printing them out is
wild.
wild.
That's wild, bro. But I don't know. She gives them to Robbie. So if
Yeah.
a high school student gave a 13-year-old nude photos,
Yeah.
I mean, either you're doing something right or you're doing something wrong. Probably something wrong. I don't condone that kind of behavior, but if I was in Robbie's shoes, I don't know how I'd react. Anyways,
Kevin Bacon being David Langham.
Yeah.
So funny. And like throughout the movie, you hear this name, and then like they're like, "Wait, you're David, right?" And they're all like, "David Langham." They're like all walk over him. Like,
didn't he get punched in the face?
yeah,
That's pretty funny.
yeah, because it's Ryan Gosling, Steve Carell, and Kevin Bacon
Oh,
all
yeah.
together. They're like all like sparring. It's great.
Ryan Gosling,
Yeah.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
But are we here for Crazy Stupid Love?
It was a happy ending.
Yeah.
Everybody kind of got back together. Carell allegedly gets back with his wife.
Mm-hmm.
Robbie, who knows, probably ends up with a high school lawyer. And Emma Stone and Ryan Gosling have a chemistry that Damien Chazelle watched and was like, I'm going to make a musical with these two guys. Are they in anything else together? Do you know?
Amazing Spider-Man 2.
Ryan Gosling's not in Amazing Spider-Man.
He's Spider-Man.
No, that's Andrew Garfield. I also watched Sound of Metal, which I don't
Mm.
know if you want to do an episode about that.
I
so
think we
won't
will.
talk. Okay, so
Or just as an little idea.
I won't talk much about it.
Yeah.
I wanted to write like a whole thing. I actually got my sister to join in watching.
Okay.
She came in for like the last bit. I thought it was really cool. There's like not a whole lot of characters. It mostly focuses on like one character.
Mm-hmm.
And it was just really unique watching that movie and seeing all the different aspects of it. So this guy's losing his hearing, and just I think the sound effects they did in that movie is just really good. They have subtitles on automatically,
Yep.
which is just I liked it.
Mm-hmm.
And the whole sign language, so like sometimes they'll put subtitles for the sign language because they want you to follow along, and then other times you're in the shoes of Ruckus. What's his name? Brain fart. Reuben. Ruckus. Uncle Ruckus. Reuben. You're in Reuben's footsteps, and you're like, I don't know sign language, and he doesn't either. So it's just that.
But then he learns it, and so
The
do
whole
you.
progression, just unique. I love the scene when he's getting close with the kids, and just you see his whole kind of personality change. But we'll talk more about that later. I didn't want to give it a star review, so I just gave it a like. And then I watched Sin City. Do you know anything about this movie?
I do not.
Okay.
I know of it.
So there's a lot of nudity, but apparently originally it was a comic book.
Did you watch it with the boys?
I watched it with the boys. So originally it's one of his favorite movies.
Okay.
Originally it's a comic book, and so the guy who did the comic book, he directed the movie. So the whole movie is in black and white except for certain parts of it.
Okay.
Some of the characters like outfits or some of like their eyes. There's a bit where someone gets pulled over, and so there's like the officer like shines a flashlight on him, and then you see the color. And it's really cool. I think you would like it a lot.
Okay.
But it is a lot of nudity. But stacked cast: Bruce Willis, Elijah Wood, so many others that I don't care to mention. But there's a lot of moving pieces in this film, and so you're following one character for a while, and then you're like, oh, he gets. Well, I don't want to spoil it, but stuff happens, and then you follow another character for a little while, and then you kind of go back in time to the first day when everyone is still kind of interacting.
Mm-hmm.
So like some of the characters end up at a bar, right? And so one of the characters that you follow for a while, he's doing something that night at the bar, but then that evening another character shows up, and it's just really cool. I think it would be right up your alley. It's like it's like crime noir, so it's black and white. It's classic. The guy, like the voiceovers are very well written.
Voiceovers, they get me. Let me tell you,
Dude, there's so many one-liners. I mean, it's Sin City, so it's like there's not really, there's like a few good characters that you root for, but everyone else is kind of like, not great.
Okay.
It's a corrupt city. But I thought it was really unique in just the story it told. Quentin Tarantino had his hands in this. I think he helped direct portions of it, so it feels very Tarantino-esque, which is unique because I didn't realize he had done Sin City, and I never really heard of it until my friend told me about it. And then I watched Miracle, and Kurt Russell is amazing. We love
Mhm.
Kurt Russell on this podcast, friend of the show.
Yep.
The first half, no, yeah, the first half of the movie, I was kind of bored. Like, it's like escalating. Didn't care much for the characters. There wasn't really anyone that I was like, oh, right. So, if you don't know anything about Miracle, it talks about the Soviet Union has like a really based hockey team, and so they're winning after winning after winning. So I think it was like an 11-year streak. I could be wrong on that. Fact check me. But this guy's like, I'm gonna make a team, and we're gonna beat the Soviets. And this is in 1980, so the Cold War's going on. You have a lot of just inner turmoil. This movie gets really good near the end when they actually are playing hockey, and then it kind of makes sense because you're following the goalie around for a while, and watching that, I was like, wow, the goalie is important in hockey. Who would have thought? All right. But I thought I got really passionate. I like teared up a little bit just seeing everybody waving the American flags. And I was like just thinking about this country and how much I love it. And, the chanting of USA, USA. And just thinking about all the sacrifices that so many men, women, and children have made over the years. Um, just, I love my God. I love my country. And God bless America. That's all I can say. I was like,
Or as Kevin James says,
gentlemen,
start your hand. Yeah, no, but like his like, I got 3 things to say.
yeah.
God bless our troops, God bless America, and gentlemen. Yeah, it's great.
It's iconic.
One of the greatest things ever.
I probably gained so much testosterone
Yeah,
from that movie because I was like doing push-ups afterwards. I'm like, USA, USA.
were you
anything.
really?
Oh yeah. Oh, I was like, I was up here. It was like probably 11 o'clock, and I'm like, rah, America. We can do anything we put our minds to. I feel like the ending of the movie was really good, and I mean it's hockey, so I do enjoy hockey. I've been to one hockey game, and I was there for the fights, which unfortunately there weren't really any fights.
That's why you have to sort them yourself.
Get down there. Hey, but hockey just takes a lot of skill because not only are you freaking ice skating, but you're hitting a puck. Anyways, there's a scene where Kurt Russell is like, again, and they're like doing suicides.
Yeah.
And he's just like, again.
And they keep being like, but please, again. Oh.
Again.
Yeah.
Really, really unique movie. I only gave it 3 stars because it was good, but will I ever watch it again? Probably not. It wasn't up my alley. I like fast-paced movies, which you probably are well aware of.
Yeah.
But yeah. And then I watched Fantastic Mr. Fox today.
And Fantastic Mr. Fox.
Should be, I want an extended cut for 3 hours. It's only an hour and like 26 minutes.
Yeah.
Which is unfortunate.
It flies by so quickly, which I love. Because like it's such a good movie to just put on to spend an hour and a half just watching it. You love colors.
It's
okay?
very beautiful. I will say there's something unique. So I was watching some behind the scenes stuff, and he says there's like no green or blue in the movie because it takes place in the fall.
Yeah.
I thought that was really unique. One thing that I feel like I have a bit of a controversial opinion on is Coraline is so miniature. So all the characters are like teeny tiny, and so the amount of work that they put into it. Fantastic Mr. Fox is kind of the same way, but they use puppets, and so looking at the set, like they're pretty medium height.
Yeah. Well, they had different heights and all that.
Yeah.
Depending on some of the scenes.
Absolutely, but I felt like, not to say that it wasn't hard work, because I'm sure it's very hard work, and I could never do claymation because I don't have the patience for that, or like stop motion Lego films. But yeah, just the puppets are unique. I think they did a really good job with this movie. We're talking about it. I'm like rambling. I'm tired, but the facial expressions I felt were very exquisite in this movie. I felt like they were taken care of, and it's a stacked cast. You should get Fantastic Mr. Fox because there's like a little pamphlet there, and it has like the dramatis personae. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I first watched this movie on the Super Bowl. Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
Skip the Super Bowl to watch Peak.
Oh yeah. Way better, way better use of my time.
Yeah. I'm just throwing up stills as you're talking.
Well, I don't have anything else to talk about.
Yeah, I've got plenty to talk about.
I could just yap.
Just please.
You just imagine yapping.
Yeah,
for a
no
career.
blues. No blues. To the people that are just listening to us, I'm sorry, but I'm
Yeah.
just showing up.
No, look at that's
Stills.
the thing I wanted to. Yeah. It's like a yeah. Something that's unique about this movie. They started it in 2004. So it was about 5 years until it was finished. They actually, Wes Anderson and the guy he worked with, they actually went to, I can never pronounce his name, but the author, Roald Dahl, they actually went to his house. And so a lot of his writing of this story is like, oh, like the tree that's iconic, like
yep.
that's a real tree.
Yeah, it was a real tree
It
that got
fell
cut
down.
down.
It
Yeah,
fell
it fell
down.
down. It's like over 100 years old.
Mm.
I did my research too.
They were talking to his widow. But I think it's just so special when you have something that they obviously, like, you know, Roald Dahl has impacted so many childhoods. And so to make a movie that is his work but also inspired by his life, I think is just a testament, and it's gained immortality, essentially. Something unique about this film also is I was watching some stuff, and you can definitely pull this up, highly recommend it. But a lot of the actors were actually like acting out the scenes as they were doing the voices. So
I saw the one with them all on the motorcycle.
yep. So sometimes they would be in the studio, obviously, for final takes. But for the most part, they were like in fields. They were doing stuff, reading the lines, and I thought that was really unique. That you had people acting out and getting the voices, which is just phenomenal. But stacked cast, you should read off who all is in this movie.
So we are sticking off with George Clooney, the dog himself. He was Batman, you know. That's how he is.
Yeah, not Ocean's 8, Batman.
Ocean's 11. Meryl Streep.
Which one's the first one?
Ocean's 11.
Well, he's in that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Brad Pitt?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's been a long time. Yeah, that's how I know George Clooney.
We should watch that tonight.
We should. Wow.
Jason Schwartzman. Bill Murray. Wally W. I'm not pronouncing that last name. I can't. Eric Anderson, which I'm guessing is related to Wes Anderson.
Let me pull
I'm
that
guessing. He plays Christopherson. Michael Gambon. Willem Dafoe. Owen Wilson.
up.
Jarvis Cocker.
It's funny because Owen Wilson only has like 2 lines. He's the younger brother of filmmaker Wes Anderson. But I thought that Christopherson, he might be like my favorite voice in this movie.
Really?
That scene when he's in the apple crate, he's like, "Excuse me,
Can I get some water?
Can I have a glass of water, please?"
And it just zooms out, and there's just no one there.
Yeah. That's so nice. You finally watch like a movie, so it's fresh in our minds, and we can actually like I could say scenes, and you're like, "Oh, I actually know what you're talking
Well,
about."
I wrote down every single scene because we're going in this scene by scene.
Oh, really?
Babylon style.
Okay. So what's the first scene?
Don't do this to me. You watched it today also.
Yeah.
So he is with, the movie starts. So we're going to like just the movie as a whole. We're just going to read through the whole movie
Before that,
basically and talk
the
about
budget
it.
was $40 million, right?
Yep.
They made about $58 million. The film received Academy Award nominations for Best Animated Feature and Best Original Score, but it lost both to Up, which...
Fantastic's better. I'm saying it right now. I'm saying people like
Yeah.
Up just because of the beginning and the end. But the whole in between,
But that piano song when they're going through their life. It's not, I feel like there's a whole discussion. It's not a montage, but it's a vignette, right?
what is a vignette?
It's a 21 Pilots song.
Oh, great. You like 21 Pilots?
Yes.
Great. You're one of them.
I know.
It's like
everything.
everyone I know just likes them for some reason.
I like them. I like all their stuff. Tyler Joseph, he posted stuff on YouTube when he was in high school, so I'm like a bigger fan than anyone that you're referring to. I like the storyline. I have some of the merch, like some of the books and pamphlets and stuff. But that's neither here nor there. I'm a big fan. I'm not a fake fan who's like, oh, I like Stressed Out and Ride and Heavy Dirty Soul. I like everything.
Name 3 songs.
Freak you.
You just did name 3
Stop.
songs.
Montage. I get distracted so easily. I don't want to.
Take your time. Got all day.
No, I'm not doing this. Yes, there's a difference between montages and vignettes. I don't know what a vignette is. Wait. Short, descriptive scenes that capture a moment, character, or setting, focusing on sensory details and mood rather than plot. That doesn't matter. Whatever. Up has that iconic scene where they're going through our main character's life, but I do agree. I did see Up in theaters, but I think that Fantastic Mr. Fox, I would probably show my kids that before I show them Up.
Yeah.
But Up is a good movie. I mean, Pixar,
it's
we
good.
like old Pixar. Some kid was watching WALL-E on the plane, and I was like, I kept like peeking over. I was like, I need to rewatch that. 2001, Space Odyssey. So the first scene.
Yes. So we're just going to dive into the whole film. So if you haven't seen it, please watch it.
Go watch it.
I'm not even going to say go back because I don't even care, but just watch the film. It's that good. Like
if you have kids, you can literally
we,
just watch it with
We
them.
literally both have this at 5 stars. Like, there's no... I don't know who's going with that, but it's
no...
great.
Yeah, it's a great movie.
Mhm,
It's fast-paced. A lot of, like, different segments almost, like different parts that just
It has, like, the
along.
title cards in
Yep,
there every
yep,
so
yep.
often. It's like, I don't know, it just feels refreshing.
Mhm.
First off, do you know the name of the 3 farmers?
Beans. Bean is the main bad
Yeah.
Bunts.
Yeah. Yep.
And I want to say Boris, but I know it's not
It's
Boris.
close.
What is it?
Bogus.
Bogus.
Like bogus.
You
I
gotta
think.
sing
Bogus.
the nursery rhyme.
No, I did not I'm not memorizing that. I'm not singing that. You can sing it. You can sing.
I can't sing.
You can
I do love the
Says
sound.
the dude that has freaking a whole
I do
EP
have-
on Spotify. Link in description.
It's not gonna be in the description.
If I remember, I will.
You're not gonna put that.
I'll drop it as a bit. Yeah, if anyone's listening.
I got a new song coming out, but I'm gonna do marketing next week, so I'm excited about that. I'm gonna bring some stuff in, but that's neither here nor there.
I'm hype.
I love the part when him and his wife are like, they're going in and to steal the birds, but they're like do, and then she's like on the clothesline, and he like do, and then he like rides over on the underwear, and then he like runs back, pulls off the underwear, and then puts it so that she can cross over it. That takes place in like 1 or 2 seconds, but it's like, I love it.
So, the beginning, he's just sitting there, whatever. His wife comes over, or soon-to-be wife, I don't know.
No, they are married.
Yeah, okay.
Felicity Fox?
Okay. Bananas. And then they... What?
They go get birds.
They're like, let's go get some birds. So they go, not montage, but like, you just see them like going the whole way through and doing like acrobatics and stuff as Beach Boys is blaring. It's beautiful. It's great vibes. And they get some, and then they like walk out like the barn, whatever, and he's like, oh, this is a foxtrot.
This is spring loaded.
Yeah. He's like,
if you do it over
he's like,
here.
oh, watch what happens. He pulls it down, and they're in the cage, and they're stuck in there.
And she says, I'm pregnant.
Yep. And then you see his face like, oh no. And then she's like talking about if we can like get out of this, And then I kind of like she like gasps, and it shows like you see like guns or like something. When I first watched it, I'm like, they're really gonna kill her off in like a minute.
Right.
And I really thought they were gonna kill her, but no. He's like, she says, you should get a new line of work. He's like, yep. And then it cuts to 2.5
2 years
Fox.
later, but it's 12 and a half.
Yeah, 12 and a half
years later.
Fox years later, yeah. And it shows him not eating, he's just sitting there with his coffee, looking at the newspaper.
Because he writes a column
Yeah,
now.
he writes a column that no one reads, and he's really aware of it.
Yeah.
And
his son, Ash,
yeah,
comes out.
his
He's
son.
brushing his teeth.
Mm-hmm.
And
she's saying, get dressed, you're going to school. Or like
He's like,
whatever.
I
Because
am
he's like, I'm not, like, he's like, I'm sick. Like, he says something like that.
he's like, I don't want to go to school.
Yeah. She's like, you're going.
He's wearing a cape.
Mm-hmm.
He's a strange fox.
Yeah.
But he's, kind of an outcast.
Yeah.
And he does this weird thing where he, like, spits. He spits like 3 times in the movie. It's just like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
Um,
People that just spit out of nowhere. What do you think about them? Like people
Very
that, like you'll be outside and you're like talking with them and then they just talk to over there. I did not mean to say that.
We've become the very thing we swore to destroy.
Yeah.
We have become the Talk to a podcast.
Yeah. Our
We're gonna come out with a crypto coin.
definitely. I mean, it's
Make
already
it.
out like a description.
So, Mr. Fox, he wants to get a new house because he feels poor living in a hole.
But they are poor. As
They are poor.
Meryl Streep says.
And foxes live in holes, so it's kind of like, Mr. Fox,
They're like,
what are you doing? You don't fit in as a fox. So
yeah.
he has a whole identity crisis. He goes to get a new house. He tours a little oak tree. Well, it's not oak. What tree is it? Oak?
It's a tree.
He wants to get a pine tree, but pine trees are super rare. He wants an evergreen tree. No. But he meets Kylie, a possum, who is an amazing character.
Mm-hmm.
Kylie is so lovable, and I love possums in real life. To be honest, I think they're so cool.
Okay.
You should watch The Wild Robot because there's a funny scene with possums.
You're the one that hasn't seen
There's
it.
a difference between possums and opossums, but we're not going to differentiate in this movie. Just whatever comes to mind, that's probably correct and accurate. Kylie is eating sardines and he's working on a sink. I don't know. He just seems to like come in and just stay. So like apparently he lives with the foxes in the hills.
Yeah.
Like he's just there.
He's
He's just always there now.
yeah.
But it's funny. So yeah, time passes. They get a new house, and it's in a neighborhood where the 3 farmers, our antagonists, live.
And he's looking out the window and he's scheming. He's like, I wonder.
Right.
Why
If you're
could you-
there,
Yep.
why not go for it?
And then it cuts to them outside,
Mm-hmm. He's
pool jumping, and then who arrives?
Christopherson.
Christopherson. And he's wearing a name tag that says unoccupied minor.
Unaccompanied.
That's what I said.
Unoccupied.
Editor,
Unaccompanied.
fact check me.
You're the
and-
editor. You're so biased.
I'm very biased.
Yeah.
Because everything I say is right.
Ash wants to be an athlete. That's
Yep.
what he wants to
Mhm.
be. He wants to grow up to be like his father, who was good at, what's the game called?
Whack bat.
Whack bat.
Whack bat.
Where they say hotbox, which comes in later. Very important. And Christopherson dives off of a tree, and he does a beautiful twist.
Hmm. But before that,
Yeah.
Ash jumps.
Ash
does like a
jumps.
cannonball, and then his
And he
dad's like,
sucks.
"Oh wow,
He's
good job." Yeah.
he gives a little bit of this,
Golf clap. Yep.
and then his cousin,
Christopherson.
his nephew,
Yeah.
jumps, and then he's like, ah, right. So already we got a little bit of tension going on, some family drama,
Mhm.
which will, come back later in
Yes.
this film. It's very nuanced. There's a lot of stuff going on,
Mhm.
right? Because Ash feels rivaled by Christopherson, and Christopherson seems to be natural at all the things he's doing, right? He meditates a lot. His father has 2 cases of pneumonia, which I don't know how that works, but he does. And so he's staying with them for a while. But they're at school, and there's this really cute fox
Mhm.
lady.
That's looking up Christopherson while
She has
she's
a lot
next
of
to
spots.
Ash.
Yep. And Ash is like, "You're my lab partner," but she just keeps looking over at Christopherson.
Mhm.
And then there's this bully who I think is a beaver, something like that.
Sounds about right.
And he just blows the whole experiment, and it's not cool. And Christopherson's like, "We need to turn off the magnesium." And anyways, there's some more of that later. I like it when I feel so jumbled. Take it away. Talk.
Now you're doing a good job. But the night before, they I'm sorry.
so disjointed. Yeah.
But because I literally like every scene, I'm like typing a little bit, just because I want to like have every single thing down.
Yeah.
But the night prior to Christopherson's first day at school, the scheme,
Master plan.
the idea happens. Yeah, the master plan, and he like records the whole thing
He's taping
with
it.
Kylie. He's taping it. He's like, "We're gonna do this and this and this and this and this," and then it cuts to. Wait, no, like okay. No, never mind. Never mind. It doesn't matter too much. I'm trying to go like too detailed. I'm like, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
Yeah.
You either watch the movie or listen to us yapping about it. It's like, come on. you know better. But then it shows Ash and Kristoff in his room, and he makes Kristoff sleep under the table.
It's like, are you gonna get an attitude? I hear an attitude coming on.
Yeah, and then they're trying to sleep, and then he starts crying, and then Ash, with his humanity, turns on the train, and they're both just
Fox-amity.
looking at the train,
Yeah,
going around.
we like
Very-
trains.
Yeah, really sweet moment. Who doesn't like trains? You know, it's just
Everybody loves trains.
everyone loves trains. And then it cuts to the whole school bit and like a little flirtation going on, and Christopherson's like getting everything basically,
Yeah.
and Ash is like, "What's happening?"
What about me?
And he said the really funny bit of her being like, "But I'm your lab partner." He's like, "No." So the comedy in this is like so like dry. I like it so much.
It is really fun.
And then
I feel like that's Wes Anderson though,
yeah,
because that's what the Phoenician scheme is. It's just
Okay,
dry comedy,
okay.
and I'm like laughing. It's good.
the 3 phases
Yes.
come in. Phase 1, Bogus, something like that.
Beagles.
No, it's Bogus.
Yeah, I know it's Bogus, but there's beagles
Yes.
there. But beagles love blueberries, and
Mm.
Battlestar. Oh wait.
You don't even watch Office.
I don't know. Bears
Battlestar
beats Battlestar Galactica.
Battlestar beats.
Beagles love blueberries. So the master plan,
Yeah,
Mr.
Master Plan.
I just
I
yelled
was-
into the mic. I'm sorry, Mr. Fox. He put some sleeping stuff, kind of cocaine, but
Yeah.
you know, he
Yeah.
glues back the blueberries together. He's like, "We're gonna give these to the beagles. The beagles are gonna fall asleep. We'll be able to do our thing."
hmm
And it's really fun. They hop a stone wall. There's an electric fence. So they climb a tree. They get over it. And then there's a bunch of obstacles in the way. He's like, okay, we're going to have to jump over the barbed wire, climb over the fence, and then duck underneath it.
Yeah, and he's like, which one's going to do that? And Kylie's like, I'm not doing
I
that.
can't
It's
do
like,
that.
okay.
And then Kyle's like, why don't we go that way? It's unblocked. He's like, okay. So they go. They get birds, but Kylie can't bite the birds because he's a possum. And he doesn't have carnivorous teeth.
hmm
And so they get the birds. They run back. It's a successful heist, even though all the lights turn on.
Yep, they
have
just-
to
they-
climb over the
almost got-
electric fence.
Yeah, almost got
And
caught.
It's funny.
And then Bogus finds a blueberry on the ground
Yep.
and eats it because he's fat. No.
A detail I did notice, it is fun because Mr. Fox does blow out 4 blueberries, and then
Mhm.
you see 3 bugles fall asleep.
Yeah.
Did you notice that too?
Yep, yep.
I was like,
Yeah, it
see
was
you,
like,
Mr. Anderson.
yeah, it was like, that's some cool right there. I mean, doing a mistake in stop motion is like, that's next level. Like,
Mr. Anderson.
yeah.
All right.
Phase 2.
Yeah.
They go to Bunsen.
The wife,
Bunce.
Felicity Fox.
Yes.
She's a little suspicious. She also likes to paint
Yep.
landscapes.
Yeah. She sees a couple of the chickens in the closet.
She's
or,
like,
the
Where did you, the pantry? She's like,
Yeah,
where did you
pantry.
get this? He's like, just picked it up at the grocery store. She's
Yeah.
like, why does it have this tag, bogus tag? He's like, well, must have run away before I bought it. She's like, yeah. Phase 2.
yeah,
Go.
Phase 2. It goes perfectly. No issues, nothing. Really quick thing. And then Mrs. Fox opens the pantry, and it's completely filled with chicken.
More
turkeys,
food.
Whatever. Yeah,
Yeah.
more food.
More food?
And she knows something is up. We switch over to Whackback.
Whack Bat, which is probably my favorite segment in
Really?
this movie. It's so good, yeah.
Very
Yeah, I'll find out.
complicated rules I'm not
It's
diving
so-
into.
It's so ludicrous, but it's so funny. Because, like, you have all these other people, the runners running back and forth. They're doing nothing.
Mhm.
Like, the role of the game makes no sense whatsoever. But it's so funny because Owen Wilson is the coach. You kind of learn a little bit. You're like, oh, Mr. Fox, he won a trophy, right? So he was, like, the best whack bat for a little while. Ash takes the trophy home. He's trying to be like, oh, this is nothing, but nobody actually cares. Nobody
Yeah.
asks him about it. There's
So Kylie does ask him. He's like, "What's that for?" He's like, "Oh, that's just nothing.
just nothing.
It's just nothing." Yeah.
Okay, and then Kylie and Mr. Fox, they're like, okay, we're going to go to Beans. We're going to get the apple cider, the fermented apple cider. And it's going to go smoothly. And then Felicity Fox is like, what are you doing? What are you guys doing? He's like, well, we're going to a book club, book signing. You know, I got to do a little thing. It's okay. It's all good.
I'll get you a
It's all good.
copy.
We'll be back. So they go. Christopherson, Ash shows up first. And Ash is like, what are we doing? And he's like, no, go back. Go back to bed. Go home. We don't want you here, essentially. And then Christopherson shows up, and he's like, Christopherson, my man, let's go. Christopherson's like, hey, man, I'm not really comfortable with lying. He's like, well, just be quiet, and you won't have to lie. And he's like, okay. So they go in. What's the worst that could happen, right? They go down into the cellar. And bum, 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 it's Willem Dafoe as a rat.
Yeah, he's a rat. You know what's funny, though?
What?
That rat was inspired from some of the characters from West Side Story. Of, like, the 60s, like, the snapping and, like...
Oh, yeah.
With the knife, too, that, like, flicks out. And it's, like, very, like, 60s feel for him. I'm like, that's really funny. Another reason to watch the OG West Side Story.
That is a good homage. They have a little face down.
He brings his wife into it. You never do that. You never do that, man.
Not a good move. But Christopherson ultimately seizes the day. He pulls a rug from under Mr. Rat, and Mr. Rat falls into a bin of apples. And then Mrs. Bean comes down, and it's very tense. And during that scene, they had to get the lighting just right.
Yep.
So they had to, like, readjust the lenses every single time they moved.
Yeah.
Crazy, the amount of work they put into it. But the lighting in that scene is really cool because it's just the light refracted into the glass bottle, so it's like a glowy, autumnish feel. But they get some apple cider. Kylie's like, nice. And Mr. Fox is like, it tastes like liquid gold, and it burns your stomach. But they get some of that. And then what happens?
Then
The
Fox gets he gets wait no. It's a success. They bring like 3 bottles back, whatever. And then there is the emergency meeting.
Yep, between the farmers.
The farmers are like, we gotta do something about this fox. And Bean, being as maniac as he is with a gun, he's like, let's kill him.
So he shoots out all the lights.
Yep.
Let's go back a little bit.
Okay.
To Bill Murray's character, the Badger.
Oh yeah, the Badger. You know that?
You cussing at me? That scene is funny. But I think what's really funny is like, well, there's some downsides to this neighborhood. We got 3 farmers. The children have come up with a little nursery rhyme for him.
You had it right there.
He plays a little bit of a nursery sing-song rhyme, which immediately you're like, this is foreshadowing. And sure enough, it comes back later. But also the soundtrack was really, I love the sounds, especially on the second time. Like, the spring sound for the rat or whatever. And just the banjo. I mean, you have Petey. Your Criterion has a little bit of an introduction by Petey, which I thought was really cool that they just made stuff like that. I think I even watched some of the shorts that they had for like accepting awards.
Okay.
So I thought it was really cool that they just went to the just trouble to make it like that instead of just having George Clooney be like, hey, thank you for this nomination. Okay. So the farmers, they're obviously like, this fox is taking our stuff. Let's go get him. I know where he lives. So they all load up, right? They're strapped to the nines, strapped to the teeth.
Then it cuts to him getting home, and his wife is out there. Incredible style. She is out there waiting for him and is like,
incredible style.
What are you guys doing? Yeah, I know ball. I know that. And he's making up some stupid excuses while both of them are wearing bandit hats. And then she sees Christopherson wearing one too. She's like, why is he wearing a Christopherson? Why is he wearing a bandit hat? It's like, his ears are cold. It doesn't cover his ears at all.
His ears are cold. Go back to bed, Christopherson. So Christopherson leaves. Get some Z's. But Kylie, they kind of shrug it off. He's like, well, I was, a fire happened, so I was interviewing the fire chief, right?
And she's just like, I know you're making stuff up.
Right. So Kylie and Mr. Fox go outside for a little bit.
A little cigarette break.
And then all of a sudden, he smells the farmers' meals, what they eat every day. And he's like, uh-oh. And so they get shot at. Mr. Fox loses his tail. He gets his tail shot off. But they're kind of like, okay, we're still alive. They know we're here, but so far there's no threats. We're okay. until later that night when they're all sleeping, and then he's like, "Uh-oh, we got a problem.
They're digging us in.
They're
digging
digging
out.
us."
Yeah.
Yep. So they have to get out of their house because the farmers are like, "This fox stole all of our stuff. We're gonna kill him and kill his family. Get rid of him." And Kylie too. So they all dig. Dig. They go down, dig. They have to keep digging. They blow up the hill. They have to keep digging,
Yeah.
keep going. But it wasn't just those animals that were suffering.
Mm-hmm.
As it turns out,
Everyone else, because they meet the badger and the beaver and the badger and the beaver and the badger and the beaver. I forget what other else it was, but basically every other character you can think of is there
pretty much.
that you've already seen in the film. Like, yeah. And yeah, they dig. He and his wife have some arguments that are really real, you know.
Very real. Big sad.
But after they like all meet together down in the tunnels, Mr. Fox comes up with a plan.
Mm-hmm.
He says, "You guys go over to where everyone else is, and we'll meet you there." And what did they do?
There's been a big siege going on, so it's lasted for a couple weeks. Kylie's like, I can last maybe a couple more hours before I get completely dehydrated. So that's when they run into this other guy. Mr. Badger's pissed off because his wife and kids, he calls them brats, they're all in his mind, right? Like in the lower thing. They haven't eaten in a while. So Mr. Fox, as you said, comes up with a plan. What is this plan, Luke? What's he going to do?
The plan is we'll get some food and some drinks. So what do? Whole gaggle of them.
Dig.
They dig, and they go and they hit up every spot again and take everything.
Right.
As in everything.
Every last drop.
They take everything, cuts to the three of them, and when it cuts to Bane, he's like, "They took everything?" He like rages, throws stuff across.
Oh, yeah, he destroys everything.
Yeah, he's mad.
The other two farmers are like, this guy has
insane.
a problem.
Yeah.
Right. So obviously the animals are like, we're chilling. There's a rabbit, and he's like, get those apples in. What are you waiting for? Get those apples in, right? He's funny. They're cooking everything. They're finally, they won. Right? What could go wrong? Nothing can go wrong. They have all the food. They outsmarted the farmers, right?
Mm-hmm. They have a whole big meal prepped up. Even Badger starts doing a speech.
Yep.
And then Mr. Fox cuts him off and starts doing his own.
Very sad.
But what's going on as that's happening?
Ash comes to Christopherson. He says, hey, I have an idea. We're going to take back my dad's tail, which Mr. Bean is using as a necktie.
But they don't know.
Ash is very rude to whatever the girl's name is. What's her name? Did you put the thing away?
I didn't put the thing away. I'm sorry.
He's very rude, and it's kind of funny because he's like, I was really rude. I should probably say something. He's like, yeah, you should.
And he doesn't say anything.
No,
yeah.
Probably not. But they sneak. The kids are away while the grown-ups are all toasting and eating. And so they're going to take back Mr. Fox's tail. But wait a minute. Are those Mrs. Bean's famous nutmeg ginger apple snaps? So they eat a couple, but then she comes home.
And then Ash pockets a couple more, and he's like, I'm taking these with.
He's like, I just need a couple more. Right.
And then they just stand there waiting for no reason, and then she sees him, and they dart for the exit. Ash comes out, and he's like, man, that was
tough.
That was pretty intense. And he looks behind him, and who is missing?
Christopherson. It's funny because Mrs. Bean stumbles around for a little bit, and then she's digging in the drawers, and you think, oh, it's funny, but then the next time you see her, she has glasses on because she has eye problems. But she sees the foxes, and so she's chasing them around. And then something else happens to all the animals down there.
They get
flooded out.
Yeah, they get flooded out by
apple cider. But it's not apple cider. It's
alcoholic apple cider.
Yeah.
Which would feel great.
That's actually insane that Mr. Bean just does a liquid diet on alcohol. That's not feasibly possible. But, yeah. There's this whole thing where he's he's like, bring up 2. And his wife's like, you drank 3 yesterday. He's like, okay, then bring up 3. And then she's like, no, I'll bring up 2. So that's crazy. So they get flooded out, and they realize Christofferson is missing. So now everybody is pissed at Mr. Fox yet again, because it was because of him that he got into all this trouble. They thought that he made it right, but he kind of just made it worse. So now they're all in the sewers.
Yep. They're in the sewers, and there's no way out for them. So Mr. Fox has a deep conversation with his wife and his son, basically saying goodbye because he's surrendering.
He's going to give himself up in exchange for Christofferson.
Yep. And he starts going up the ladder, and then everyone else down there starts like kind of exploring down there. And who do they run into?
Willem Dafoe.
Willem Dafoe as
Green
the rat.
Goblin.
Yep. And this rat is there to find. Not to find.
He delivered the ransom note.
Oh, yeah.
And they're like, why did they cut out all these letters? We know who this is. And why did they sign it at the bottom? Dry humor, really enjoyable. And then he's like, you have, somebody says something, and Ash is like, I'm actually his son.
Yeah.
Actually, I'm Mr. Fox's son. He's like, I see the resemblance in his Willem Dafoe voice. And then he gets like a little baggie. He's like, I'm going to take you.
He starts doing his snapping thing.
Everybody tries to stand up in the way, but they're no match for a rat.
Until
Mr. Fox hears them screaming and crying.
Yep.
So he runs back.
His wife gets some hip punches in there.
Yeah, she has like a chain, doesn't she? Oh, yeah.
Yeah, she's ready.
She's not playing around. She's going to defend her son. But unfortunately, Mr. Rat flirts with her. She's not into it. She's like, get this guy out of here. But he overpowers her. He puts Ash in a sack. And then Mr. Fox is like, this guy. And so they have a whole fight, yada, yada. Mr. Rat gets electrocuted. And
several times.
They're like, why did you do it? Why did you do this, Mr. Rat? Why are you working for them? And what does he say?
For the drinks, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Liquid gold. He wants to taste the gold one more time. So Mr. Fox gives him some sludge.
Yeah.
He's like, here you go, bud. And then here's a really touching moment where Ash says, redemption. He redeemed himself. And Mr. Fox says, at the end of the day, he's just another dead rat in a bucket outside behind a Chinese dumpster, Chinese shop or whatever. It's really funny, but I think it is kind of, not really, I think it's kind of emotional, but I think it's a good thing for children to watch almost.
Yeah.
Like, it kind of introduces you to death in a sense. And I know it's like a little cliche, but you do feel for him a little bit. Because Mr. Fox is like, would you have told me where Christofferson is if I hadn't killed you? He's like, probably not.
Yeah.
But they find out that Christofferson is not going to be exchanged. He's actually just locked in an apple crate in the attic, which is what Mr. Rat tells him. So Mr. Fox is like, all right, new plan.
What's the new plan called? Go for broke rescue mission.
Yeah.
Yep.
Is that a reference to something?
No, that's just what he calls it. Go for broke rescue mission. Like the whole title card pops up.
Yeah, is that
and
funny?
Then he starts. He
don't
like
get it.
has the Sony Walkman on. He starts playing that for music, and he
Yep.
starts doing another.
He
good
gives
old
his
speech
actual
of his.
toast. He says something funny. He's like, I'm going to do another one because I didn't like how the other one was going.
Yeah, and then he says everyone's animal name in
Latin name, yes, which I was so here for.
How many do you know?
I don't know any. Lupus.
The last
What's
one.
the Micranus Pennsylvanius?
Yeah, I was just about to bring
It's
up
like
one of them
rat.
had Pennsylvania in it.
Yeah,
You know,
yeah.
shout out to us. Yeah.
Lupus. But the possum, Kylie does not have a Latin name because he says there were no possums back in ancient Rome.
Sad times.
Big sad because the Romans would have loved possums.
No.
I watched a thing where
You watched the thing?
they
Love that movie.
did something about rats. Like they would elevate their grain above the ground so that the rats couldn't get into it. So they like literally had it on stands, but it was a cool thing. I was like, the Romans are smart. Romans are very smart.
Yeah.
They're like the only civilization that aliens don't ascribe because they just like documented everything. And the really cool thing about Rome is that if we were to discover, any like hidden scrolls in Italy today, right, we'd be able to just interpret them and read them because even though Latin is not a spoken language, we still have it. We still talk about it, which I think is really cool because if we found historical texts from other places, we'd have to do like a lot of just analyzing it with other things, historical texts of that time. That's neither here nor there. I love Rome. We should talk about Rome
I'm
sometime.
good.
So
We can watch Napoleon.
Napoleon has nothing to do with Rome, but yeah, you're right.
From 23 with
no, Joaquin Phoenix.
Ridley Scott. Yeah.
So he writes down everybody's attributes. The Badger's apparently good at demolitions for whatever reason.
I mean, it makes complete sense.
Yeah. So they have a plan. They're going to light pine cones on fire as a diversion. They're going to send out some other people to distract the farmers as Mr. Fox, Kylie go and rescue Christopherson.
Mm-hmm.
What could go wrong? So they start flinging flaming pine cones. They start a bunch of fires. And then Kylie and Mr. Fox run. They get into a little motor car, and they're going. There's a helicopter who's like, I see a little motorcycle with these guys. And Mr. Bean's like, all right, come back here on the ASAP, and we will go get them. But Ash is also in this tiny little motorcycle, and he's like, I feel like I'm going insane. You scared me. Yada, yada. It's fun.
Yep.
So they go to Mr. Bean's house, and
they go to do their rescue mission, and what do they run into?
Spitz.
The one beagle that they did not want to deal with at all.
He has rabies.
He has rabies.
And if you look him in the eyes, don't look him in the eyes.
Yeah. And he asked for a blueberry. And who forgot to do blueberries? Freaking Kylie.
Kylie forgot the blueberries. She's like, I literally wrote it on your hand. And Ash just like, yeah, it's right there. That is so funny.
So then Mr. Fox is like, I'll be the diversion. Both of you go up and rescue Christopherson.
Mm-hmm.
And he's down there looking the beagle in the eyes.
He's like, I believe there's some good in you. Spitz, what is that, German?
And then the beagle goes nuts.
Rabid. Red eyes, very scary. Like the eyes of Sauron.
Terrifying. Ash goes into the attic where Christopherson is, and he needs a karate lesson to open up the crate for some reason. So he asks for a karate lesson. Christopherson gives him one. And does he swing and a miss? Yes, he does. And he knocks
the crate over.
But it just opens, so it's fine.
Failed successfully.
Yeah, failed successfully. So then 3 of them on the roof, and then, and Mr. Fox is up there now. And
Mr. Fox is a little bit out of breath.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, he has like the swirly eyes, yeah. And Kylie's like, are you here? And he just gives a sign, which is what Kylie would do because he's a possum. He likes to space out. So they've won just about. They're about to get out, and what did they find? A siege.
Yeah, everyone is like there with guns, and they're ready to kill animals for some reason.
Mr. Fox is so like, much beef. Mr. Fox gets pissed. He's like, you scared my wife. You scared my friends. You kidnapped my nephew. You have my tail. I'm not leaving without my tail. And he's like, okay, well, we can leave without the tail. Ash does some fancy schmancy athletic stuff. He basically does whatever that game is. Whack bat. Yep. He basically does that successfully. He breaks a door handle, lets the rabid beagle in, and then digs a hole. The rabid beagle starts chasing the farmers, which is really funny because Mr. Bean's like running. He's like, oh. I think it shows the humanity of Mr. Bean because he has a gun in his hand.
He's not killing his dog.
Shoot the dog.
Yeah.
So the farmers climb up on the roof. The dog is barking at them, and the necktie slips. The beagle tears it up, which was really sad. But they all run. They get on their bike, and then they do a quick stunt jump over the wall.
Perfectly placed there.
Over the wall. They grab the tail, which is all shredded. But they're there. And then on the way home, what do they run into?
A wolf. And do you know why there's a wolf?
Tell me.
I don't really know why. I'll be honest.
I assume it has something to do with the book, which I'm gonna read.
Well, that wolf scene was gonna be taken out, but Wes Anderson said that he made that whole movie for the wolf scene. Like that
It
is
a
like
good
what
scene.
makes it the whole story, whatever.
Mm.
But I don't know. I just can't really wrap my head around what it means
or
though, because
signifies, yeah.
he says he's afraid of wolves the entire movie, and then he sees a wolf, and he's like trying to communicate it within ways.
Mm-hmm.
But
He speaks in Latin, which is really fun.
yeah, and then the wolf doesn't do anything.
They
And then he
raise their
does
arms.
raise his arm, and then wolf raises his arm, and then heads off.
I remember seeing that clip on the internet before even knowing anything, and all the comments were like, "Oh, I love this movie, yada yada." But I think that in the movie as a whole, it doesn't leave as much of an impression. But just seeing that scene before you have any introduction to this movie, I think it is pretty significant.
Mm.
But I think it is beautiful. I think it is a beautiful scene, and I definitely want to read the book and find out why wolves are why wolves are there. But it's a good day. They have the tail. They kind of beat the farmers, maybe. Who
Mhm.
knows? They drive home, and everybody's in the sewers.
Yep.
Everybody's in the sewers.
But that's just how it is, you know. And what are they right under?
A grocery store.
And whose grocery store?
The farmer's grocery store.
Yeah.
And it closes early on the weekends.
Mm-hmm. And they pull up in there and they start shopping
And he gives another toast.
on a soapbox.
Yeah, on a soapbox. Felicity Fox says, "I'm pregnant again." And then they're both glowing.
Yep.
And who knows? There could be a sequel in there.
Stop. We don't need.
Well,
no
I just
sequels.
mean, they took everything from the farmers, and then now they're raiding their grocery store. I don't know. They're still in the sewers, so it doesn't seem like anyone really comes away the better from this movie.
So you're going to say that
We should write the sequel.
no, I'm not ever going to write a sequel in my life.
That's actually fair.
Yes,
That's
because sequels suck in every possible way.
Uh,
Respectfully.
There's a little bit of a song.
Mhm.
And
There's a dance party, which is very cliched.
Let's
in
talk about the
movies
song.
now. No, I want to talk about
I
the
want
dance
to talk
party.
about PD's song.
Oh, PD's song.
PD has a little song. He's
yeah,
on
his
the
little
banjo.
song.
He's like, it's a pretty good song, and Mr. Bean is not impressed. He's like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I'm just making it up as I go." He's like, "No, that's terrible songwriting."
Yeah.
And then he walks away.
He's like, you wrote a bad song.
You wrote a bad song,
and just
PD.
walks away.
But PD's like his assistant. Like every time he's on the walkie-talkie, he's like, "Yeah, we're gonna need these 3 tractors in about 15 minutes or so." And yeah, thanks, PD. Yeah. But the movie basically ends there with
Dance scene.
another fox on the way.
Yeah.
Christopherson's dad beat 1 case of pneumonia, so he still has to beat the other one because he has 2 cases of pneumonia or something. So Christopherson might be leaving soon, but
Yeah.
probably not, because they said that his dad was thinking about getting a place near. I think the Badger was actually like selling the real estate in the sewer, which is funny. But yeah, I think it's a beautiful movie. I'm really surprised that not more people have seen it. I was talking to my friend in Florida, and he was saying, "Oh yeah, last time I had people over, we watched it, and they had never seen it." I think it's a beautiful movie, and I think that it deserved to get way more money at the box office. I do think I would prefer this over Up.
Mm-hmm.
Also, just because it's enjoyable to watch, but also because it's only like an hour and 26 minutes, right? It's so easy to just sit through. It's fast-paced. You recognize the voices from different characters. You're like, "Oh, I know that."
Yeah.
But there's just a lot of heart, a lot of good dialogue, a lot of good humor, I would say. The characters are each unique, and they characterize their animals, or what we think that the animals would be like. Kind of like Redwall. I don't know if you know anything about that.
No.
It gives a little bit of Redwall vibes. But overall, I said this in my first review, when I think of Criterion, this should be the standard.
Yeah, that's very valid.
Because it's very good.
Yep.
It's a good movie.
What I like is the imperfect ending. Because at the beginning he's like, I don't want to live in a hole for the rest of my life. You know, I live somewhere nice. And where are they living at the end of it? Somewhere probably worse than a hole.
Yeah, a sewer.
The sewer, yeah, which is disgusting. But I don't know. I think it's just really cool that it's it feels really real with an ending like that, kind of like Monsters University, where it's kind of like more like acceptance of just how it is, rather than like a big bold like I'm better than everything and this
Yeah.
and this. He lost his tail. That's like
It's a clip on now.
yeah, that's like losing 1,000 horror points. You know, like
I guess, but he's already married, so it's like
it doesn't. Yeah, it doesn't matter.
But that's his thing. He wants to be better than everybody else.
Yeah.
He feels like he always has to prove himself, which usually just ends up in a lot more trouble for everybody. But they get out of it.
Mhm.
They get out of it.
Yeah.
Anything else you would like to say?
No, I know you want to take a nap.
I
so-
do. I want to go home and sleep. Take a fat nap.
Yeah. Yeah.
Anyways,
Fantastic Mr. Fox.
everybody,
One more time.
that's our trademark.
One more. No.
Oh, Kylie comes up with a trademark too.
Yeah. Wait. I forget what his is.
It's just like a
Yeah.
just dancers. It's
Yeah.
like, oh, I get it.
Yeah.
It's
I
a
mean, I
trademark.
like just doing that every so often. Just like, are you listening?
Yeah. Are you paying attention? I'm gonna start doing that now. Just the left hand. Okay. Well, I think that's about it. That's a wrap.
No. No. I did it last time. I legitimately did it last time. But
I just want to do the
So,
trademark.
do the
I wanna
trademark
say
and it's absolute. Please.
Fantastic, Mr. Fox. Absolute cinema. Absolute cinema. That was not good, but okay. Goodbye.